The circus continues. The faux media in the UK is now pushing us all to return to some form of lockdown. Faux is defined as made in imitation, artificial, not genuine, fake or false. And after all, that's what the media is these days, an imitation of journalism. I'm sure once upon a time their job was to hold the state to account on behalf of the people. But now media outlets are flooded with university graduates up to their neck in debt to the state, or full of tired old hacks with second marriages and big mortgages. Both are desperate not to rock the boat and dare not ask a question that hasn't been pre-approved. Just keep your head down, son. The tyranny you're enabling definitely won't affect you or your loved ones in the end. And so predictably, what the state wants, the media, and indeed the so-called opposition political parties are calling for. A lockdown of the unvaccinated is being suggested, as if they've only just thought of it. Scottish Labour leader Anas Sawar, he went further, speaking out of his Anas on the BBC Question Time. He said, "We know who is not vaccinated, we know where they live, and we should be looking at door-to-door vaccinations." Now, in a normal world, this dangerous rhetoric would be called out by the media. But with student loans or hefty mortgages to pay, no one is going to bite the hand that feeds. The government is spending hundreds of millions of pounds on advertising. That gravy train still has plenty more track left to run. Now, while the language is threatening, it feels more desperate than frightening. There seems to have been a shift. Maybe you've noticed that yourself at home. The bold Hancock, Sajid Javid, he seems less composed. They aren't winning the war in the way they would have you believe. This week, they even rolled out the pantsuited bride of Satan to tell us what she would do in Boris Johnson's position. Mandatory vaccinations, of course. Vaccine passports are another hot topic. They've been a disaster in, well, everywhere, but they're on the way. They just needed a little bit more time to gaslight the public into compliance. After all, you've had both your jabs, so you can go where you want. Why should you care about some dangerous anti-vaxxers' human rights? It's not your problem. But wait. Fully vaccinated doesn't mean double jabbed, it now means triple jabbed. The Minister of Care, not Orwellian sounding at all, has announced that you won't be able to go on holiday next year unless you get a third dose. And if you think it ends at 3, maybe take a note of her language. The definition of fully vaccinated will evolve over time. Yes, Gillian, it's called the carrot and the stick. You're not meant to get the carrot, that's sort of the point.